Is official, guys. I'm an ADHD minimalist, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what my phone looks like right now as we speak today, where it's optimized for me to take action and do the work that's required on this journey, instead of being a doom scroller, instead of being someone who's reactive and impulsive all the time and going into apps that are taking away our attention on a day-to-day basis. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what each page looks like, how I've optimized my phone to be like a light phone, which is a minimalist phone, where it just has the bare core features of what a phone should give you versus all of these apps, colorful apps. And hopefully, if you're someone who wants to reduce your screen time or your amount of consumption throughout a day or week, hopefully this will be helpful to you, for you. So let's get into it. And the reason why I've set up my phone in this way is to help me to operate in Signal, which is the place where all the action's happening and where all of the progress is happening, because I'm constantly seeing what the things are that I've told myself I'm going to do. And of course, it's just showing me every time I pick up my phone if I've done it or not, right? So if I'm picking up my phone, I'm about to go on Instagram and do scroll, I'm kind of looking at this list and I'm thinking to myself, like, is it really best for me to do that right now, knowing that I've got all this stuff that I still said that I was going to do and it's not done yet? And then just even question, why am I going on Instagram right now? Oh, because I'm having friction with doing some of these stuff on the list. But why is that? It makes me very intentional about why I'm doing the pickup of my phone. And most of the time I pick up my phone based on avoidance or based on curiosity, right? So what I'm getting used to is, obviously I know I'm going to pick up my phone, but I want my phone to just be used to showing me what I need to be focusing on. And this is what this first page is giving me, is all the tasks that I've set up for my day, right? So at the top, you can see that this is it says desire inbox. That's ideas that, you know, I get inspired by, that I want to actually take action on. Maybe I just don't want to forget it. I'll put it in here. I can scroll up and it will show me now all my attract activities. Attract is basically how I'm attracting people to my product or my personal brand. And this is done through a program that I'm doing at the moment through Synthesizer. And they talk about attracting, converting and delivering. And that's how you can optimize your business and scale your business, even start a business from scratch, right? It's just thinking about how you can nurture those three areas and basically do the best of your ability to do things that cater to those areas. So obviously a YouTube video is something that I use to attract. I use carousels on IG to help me with attract. Those are the two main things that I'm focusing on this week, is obviously making sure that there's a carousel out and the YouTube video out, right? Now, for convert, this is how I convert someone who is a follower or someone who is interested in one of my lead magnets, that maybe they want to opt into my new community or my free course or my GPT or whatever. They've shown interest, right? And I want to acknowledge them with a voice note, let them know that, hey, I see you, like, you know, this ain't AI, this is me. And I try to do this every day. I just go to unread and I just respond to everyone who's joined my community or has shown interest in any of the free resources that I have, and just connecting to them, right? So that's one of my, obviously, my activities for today. And then there's deliver. So I have clients, right? And what I do for clients is, obviously there is a set of actions that I need to take to make sure that I you know, keep the satisfaction for all of them. So I'm doing the ADHD reset training outline, which is course material that they can actually go to. I do coaching sessions with them, but I do want them to have something that they can go to and refer to. Obviously, like, you know, the most frequently asked questions and things like that, right? I've got Nadia who's onboarding today, so I've got obviously make sure that I prepare for that call. And then I've got an integrity contract that I've just created. I've done an onboarding last week with Myra, and I want Mayra, and I want to obviously deliver her the integrity contract that we did on the first call. So we outlined everything. I'm now creating a contract for her. And of course there is the FBI check-in, which is just, you know, I had an onboarding with Nicole this morning, not this morning, sorry, it's Monday, yesterday. And she's now at the stage where I need to do an integrity contract for her as well, but also I'm just checking in how she's getting on with, sharing the daily reflection, which is the FBI, right? So that's for deliver. And then of course upcoming, so it'll tell me what's upcoming for tomorrow, so I can add that as well, and for tomorrow, and all the things that are for today, right? And obviously everything underneath here that you can see is basically the stuff that I've said I'm going to do in relation to my work day, right? And if I do the carousel and it's complete, I just click on it and it will check like that, right? So I'm just going to uncheck that now. So yeah, that's how my first page looks. It makes me very intentional doing this. And this app is called Sync Tasks. If you to type in, it's all one word, Sync Tasks. And it's a very good app. I actually paid $10 for the lifetime, just to basically have all the features. And yeah, I think it's worth it. And yeah, just if I was to click on here, obviously I'll be able to show you the back end of it. So this is what it looks like on the back end, where it's telling me what I've got today, and I plug that in by just adding and pressing the plus sign and add my task here. I could choose which folder that it goes into, what it's catered to. So reminder is if I want to, I don't want to forget that, I'll add it there. Of course, desire inbox is just the ideas that I might get throughout the day. And then attract, convert, deliver. Of course, that's around my business. What activities am I going to do around my business, right? And then obviously the day that I want to do this thing. I can even put the duration. I can put the time that I want to start it, finish. I can put the reminder up on there as well. I can even make it a repeative. I can also make it a a task that you can repeat, right? So I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but if I'm honest, man, it's going to be probably a 10-minute video, man. But yeah, basically that's that. So of course, when I go to the bottom you can see the icons at the bottom there. So that's today, obviously, and then you've got the upcoming, so it shows the upcoming. So obviously you can see it tomorrow. I'm going to record a YouTube video and then outline today, recording it. I might end up doing both, right? But I'll put it for tomorrow in case time doesn't allow me, right? Then of course I've got search as well here, and then I've got here obviously the way you can organize everything. So you can have the folders, you can create all these different folders here, you can sync it to your reminders, you can even sync it to your Notion. So Notion's what I use for my second brain. I can add all my tasks from there even, which would be even better. But currently I just love how this app is so smooth and simple, so I'm just using it as is. And then on the top right, that gear icon, let's go there. You can see I've been a member from the 13th, and then you've got all these different ways of using like changing like settings. And look here, you see a Notion, like I said to you, shortcuts, our iCloud. So this is a very good app, definitely worth the money, definitely worth checking them out. I'm not sponsored in any way, it's just I like the app, and I just thought I'd do a video that might inspire you guys to clean up your phone, right? So that's the first page that I see, right? Then when I scroll, this is the next page I'm going to see. The next page is of course the there's another app that I'm going to share with you. So first of all, obviously you can see there's my calendar, and I can see the next 3 things on my calendar that are next on my Google Calendar. And also you can see here that these are the 4 pillars of my life that I want to nurture on a daily basis. So the relationships in my life, I want to also nurture the attract, convert and deliver, which is my business, ADHD, just making sure that I'm doing tasks that are required to help grow the business. Vessel is my mind, body and environment, and I use an app called Endel, which helps me with these sounds that can help me to sleep very well. It can help me to focus because it's got focus sounds in there, it's got frequencies in there, it's got breathwork exercises, it's got a timer in there if you wanted to do Pomodoro, habit tracking, not habit tracking, sorry, but it'd be more like just like deep work and stuff like that, right? So this is how I optimize myself to do the tasks that I have to do. And then of course contribution is my school community, so I go in there, I check if there's anyone that's made a post, I try and respond to all of them, or any comments, I try to respond to all of them, any DMs, respond, right? That's my contribution on the school app. It might be from a community that I'm a part of that I actually will do that, or my community that I have myself, right? So that's the second page. And obviously when I click on these, this app is called Dumb Phone, so it allows me to replace the apps So obviously having all these colorful apps and icons, like it kind of like draws you in to want to be distracted. Instead, it gives you an option to make it text. So it turns it into a dumb phone, which is great. That's what I love. So I've got this clean, first page that tells me what I need to do. The second page tells me what I should be focused on in terms of the signal. Like, this is what my 4 pillars are for my integrity contract, of course. And then the next page is a book that I'm reading at the moment called This Is Strategy by Seth Godin, and just being able to have access to that, and it's on my way to go into one of the apps, right? I want to go, let me just see what's on Instagram. I might end up just wanting to go and doom scroll. I'm reminded that, look, listen, instead of doing that, why don't you just listen to maybe like 2-3 minutes of this book. Seth is a legend. Seth is someone who's got a really great mindset. And, if I find myself wanting to do something that is impulsive or reactive, and then I could just give myself a moment just to listen to this for 5 minutes, and then it will just get me out of that kind of that habit of that addictive behavior that I'm doing, which is just typically pick up my phone and then just randomly go on YouTube or randomly. And furthermore, I've just deleted those apps from my phone instead. So I've deleted them, but of course, there's moments where I need to have certain apps, like for example IG, so that I could do the DMs, obviously sending voice notes, so I have to have that on my phone. But it makes me more intentional that I go on it because I'm doing that activity instead, right? And then there's also, if I want to go to an app quickly, I could just swipe down on my phone and do a search function that way. So that's how I've optimized my phone. And also, just a bonus for you guys as well, is that I actually I could swipe down here and you can see my control centers here. And it's just got the main functions that I might want to get to quickly. So for example, the Notes app, IG, you can see there, you can see the alarm, me turn it into grayscale on my phone, access to Gemini, access to ChatGPT, access to my camera, access to Google Pay, so not Google Pay, Apple Pay. So yeah, like, this is how I'm optimizing my phone. So there's very little distraction. I don't like seeing this, just like, I don't want to end the day and seeing all these things are not checked. So it just makes me want to get them out of the way and get them done. And when these are all done, it means that I've had a successful day. Even if I had it as something as a simple thing that takes me 5 minutes to do, it doesn't matter. I said I was going to do something, I did it, right? And you just want to try and make this list as short as possible. There's actually quite a lot on here, but it seems like a lot, but it's not. It's just very clear action dominoes. These are I call these dominoes, right? So dominoes are just the steps that you're going to take to complete something, like as a task basically. And if I knock all these dominoes down, it's going to be a great feeling. So yeah, that's how my phone is optimized. I'm really finding it difficult to do videos under 10 minutes, so I just have to just accept that there's going to be people that don't want to watch a 10-minute, 12-minute, 15-minute video. But I think if someone really wants this phone set up, that hopefully they're going to go through this and get some value from it. If you've got any questions or doubts, if you want me to dive in a bit deeper to actually maybe just got the actual setup itself, it's really easy to do. But obviously, if you do have something that you have a question around it, just let me know. And yeah, definitely recommended if you're doing phone fasting, or if you're trying to do a digital fast, specifically around your addictions with social media or anything else that's taking up your attention. I'll take it.